Also, you can
Mm-hmm.
mention the date here, Gopi. One line, and you can mention the date. It will be good for the next date. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, correct.
Amen.
What is the date? 19th.
That's day 4, day 5, or the day that also it will be good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Update.
Let me check what date. Date was day 4, day 5, this one. Today is day 6. Okay, Git and GitHub exams. More use cases. So, so yesterday at the before wind up the call, I was trying to explain a merge conflict, right? So you should you should know about merge conflict, how to resolve the merge conflict, because as a DevOps engineer, definitely you will get this question in the interviews, or probably during your working time also you are going to get this one. But we will go through an example so that you will get one idea. Where is that Git? So I'm creating a one file. I just wanted to demonstrate how to resolve merge conflict. Creating one new file. File name is merge conflict example .txt. I'm just entering some um, file. I mean some content. Hello Bangalore, and I'm just committing. Okay, let it be. So let me pull the same content to local desktop. Git pull. So you got your merge conflict. And if you look at this, there is a merge conflict example, right? If you cat it, you have some content. Okay. Now what I will do, I will try to modify some content here. Hello, Makur, I'm just adding. At the same time, I'm going to modify my local desktop also without pulling. VI merge conflict. Simple. Hello, Mysore. Yeah. If you look at the status, so this is untracked. Git add, git commit, FNM, added updated merge file. Some when I'm trying to push the file, let's see what you will get it. So what I said yesterday, you have to. So let me give it. Let me try to give token because I set up newly in the new laptop. Sorry. Okay, what it is showing fatal error push same. It is trying to say fetch the first. Yes, that's what I said, right? Git pull first, then git push. I'm just pulling the content from remote repository. Now, have you seen this? Earlier it was just only a repository was there. Now repository with a merge conflict. So we are just reproducing the merge conflict issue. But how to overcome this conflict? Let's cat the merge conflict file. If you look at this, it had some weird comments, right? So after once you get the merge conflict, the file looks like this, the file content. What you do, just open the file, navigate to that file and open this one. Merge conflict example, right? Open with the notepad. What you have to do, you have to just remove all these comments. I mean, this is how you need to discuss with the people who is already working with the same file, and you have to discuss what content needs to be there in the file, and you both should discuss, and you have to remove all the unnecessary things. Okay. Now save the file. Again, come back. Git status. There is one file which is untracked. Now again, git add, git commit -m. Yes, so we'll resolve merge conflict. So whatever I'm updating within this course, that is just a meaningful words. It doesn't mean that you have to specify only these words. You can update any information, but we should, the comment should shows that what is this this commit looks like, what has happened. So you can track in the GUI itself here. What was the commit message? Why did we do this commit for each and every file? So that purpose I did. I'm giving a meaningful words. We commit it. See now resolved merge conflict. Now you can easily push. Now your Git is up to date. Just refresh. Just open here also. See. So this is how you need to resolve the merge conflicts. Just try a practice. If you try for multiple times, so that you will get this. This is not a big issue. Okay. Now let's go with couple of exercises. I'm just creating one file. Okay, touch credentials.log, some file. va credentials.log. Just I'm adding some information. Username is some username. Password, some password, some random password. Okay, 1, 2, 3. WQ. Now what to do? I don't want to push these logs because these are credentials which I don't want to merge. No, I don't want to expose in the remote repository. How do I ignore this to push the git ignore vi. Let me, it's okay, no problem. Vi target. There is a file called .git ignore. So if you are mentioning something, don't push whatever the file name ends with the .log. I already provided, but I'm just again explaining you. Don't push any files which ending with the .log to remote repository. So ignore those files. Okay, I'm just saving. So we have one file called username.log, right? But while pushing, it has to ignore. It should not push this .log, username.log. Not only username, any files also. It ends with the .log. One more, I'm just putting .log. One more empty log I'm creating. Now we have two .logs, right? This one and copy.log. Now git when I'm trying to push, your .log shouldn't be pushed to your remote repository. Let me add one more, some files. File 11.txt. Add git commit -m. File 11 created. Okay, git commit. Sorry, commit done, right? Git push. Now only file 11 should push to the remote repository. But whatever the we defined .logs, git copy.log, username.log should not be pushed to remote repository. Just refresh here and see whether we have these two files. Okay, actually it has been pushed, but it should not push because I did see the 4 hours ago I did it, but let's try once again. Let's remove these two files. Remove .log files. So now it is removed. We will retry again. vi dot git log. Okay, let me create a one log file. Create .log. Git push. Is there a star.log? I mean create.log here? No, right? Because we are ignoring. We are. Directing the Git to ignore whichever the file which ends with the .log files. Right. That's what. Even it is not coming to track. Also, we are not able to even add those files. Getting now. If I'm creating one more log file. Bangalore.log. See, it is not even tracking because it is ignoring Git itself. It is ignoring the the file extend with the .log. That's why we are not able to track. If you create other than the .log files, it is going to track it. So that is the purpose of dot ignore concept. Okay.
Where is it useful, Gopi?
Yeah.
Ignoring the files.
So sometime you are keeping your project related information which should not be exposed to the people. When I say project related, suppose you are creating your credentials files or some important files are there, right? While pushing those files to the remote repository is accessible across your organization. So it's not a good practice to keep some
confidential information.
Confidential things to the outside your repository. There it is useful.
Okay.
Getting no?
Can you just weave one more time git ignore file?
Yeah.
I just missed that. What is there?
Logs which endings with the .log file. Any file which ends with the .log file.
Okay.
Or we'll try one more extension. vi dot. We'll try for one more example. I'll start with some RTF. Okay. Now I'm just trying to create a one empty file. Let us take some Mysore dot RTF rich text file format. Okay. RTF. Okay. Now, if you get the status, it should not be tracked. Why it is tracking? Oh yeah, sorry. Because we added this one, right, in the git.ignore itself. That's why it is just highlighting, but it is not tracking this file. Mysore.txt is not available here, right? Getting my file now?
Yes.
Because we are defining our rules in the .ignore file, and which is only that file is modified. But while pushing, the files ending with .rtf, .log are not moving to GitHub, a remote repository. Git add git commit -m ignore .rtf file. Git push. Now one file I created, that is that Mysore.rtf, and one more .log file, right? Both the files should not be moved to Bangalore.log, should not be moved to your remote repository. Just refresh. Is there a Bangalore and Mysore file here? No, right? No. So that is how .ignore helpful during the project implementations. Now next example, how to revert a change in Git. Okay. How to revert a change in Git. Let us take one example. Repetition screen, right? It's visible. Now I'm trying to modify some file. Vi file 1. Is it vi file 1? It's okay. Let us take file 11. Okay. I'm trying to modify. I'm trying to insert some content. Welcome. I'm just added one word called welcome. It means I modified the file level. Git status. It is trackable. But suddenly what happened? You forgot something to update. How are you going to go back? Because this is already tracked. And how are you going back to the previous state of this file 11.txt? Correct, no? Because this is already staged. There is a command called git checkout file 11.txt. Okay. Once we issue git checkout file one, the file name, it is going to update from the index. See, updated one path from the index. Okay. If you cat file 11.txt, nothing is there. Now again go back and update something. Earlier what we did, we had updated welcome, right? Welcome India. I just updated welcome India. So now the file is available for push. Now it is trackable. Now tell me, we did not even add it to the staging area. We just modified the file and we are trying to update the file. Okay, we moved back to the previous state. But what happen if we add git add dash start now git status? Now this is staged. But again, I forget to update this file again. How do I go back to the original position? Because when I issued cat file 1.11 welcome India, I had written, and again I forgot something to update in the file because this is already staged. It is in staged area. How to go back to the previous state and update again this file? So there is a command called some cache is there. One second, let me update you. See, earlier it was in staged area, right? It was in green color. Now it went back to the red color. Red color in the sense it is available for update, and you can add again. One second. Again, edit the file. I had given welcome India, right? Now update something. Welcome India. Welcome India. I'm just updating like this. Now you can, okay, git add commit. That's okay. We don't need to commit now, because what I was trying to say, whenever you are working on something and you forget to update some information and started added the file to the staging area, or committed the things, or you are pushed back, pushed to your remote repository. So these sort of um, ideas you will get to helpful while creating or updating your files. Use this file for when you're trying to update one file when it is in stage area. Revert file during stage. Use this command. And one more command, git checkout file11.txt, revert back during updation before git add command. So your understanding is at least some basics, right? I'm not clearly giving you the meaningful sentence, but when you are in the initial phase of before adding the file, use this git checkout file name to revert back whatever the changes you made. Or if you already made changes during the git add, use this git rm -uppercase file name to revert back to your previous stage. Got it, no? Or you are getting confused? Shruti, Sunil,
Oh,
you are
yeah,
getting
it's
confused, or
somewhat clear. Yeah.
okay? Try yourself so that you will get an
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
This is straightforward only. I'm just providing the comments directly so that you can get an idea. Okay. Now one more scenario. How to roll back last and git status sometime. So here it gives you whatever the commits commits you made to your repository. Now I wanted to revert back. I want to roll back the last commit. I did some changes in the let's first push whatever the commits we did, no? Then we will perform. Because I have not done any. Git log -. one line. So these are all the commits you have made recently, and now you are added one new file, right? Just showed earlier, file 11.txt. Now there is one more exercise: how to roll back the last commit. This was the last commit we had, right? So just roll back with the help of git revert head. Head means where the head pointing to. So this is the commit which was done last time. If you revert to head, it means it is going to revert back to the your previous state. Okay, let's revert it, and it is asking some meaningful revert message. Okay. Okay. Now again, if you just get like see, earlier the head was here, it was added files, right? And now the revert, after reverting to the previous state, now this is one more commit happened. Now if you look at the logs, whatever the files we have created in the previous state, it should not be there. Open this one, file 11, nothing was there. But previously what was there? We had updated some welcome Bangalore, India, right? So the transaction was reverted back to the previous state with the help of this command. With the help of git reverted. Git revert head. This command is going to revert whatever the changes you made to the previous state. Okay. Now let me show you one more exercise. Example 4 I'm showing. Difference between git fetch and git push. Okay. So let me perform. I'm going to create one file. File name is git fetch example. Same cut it and just copy pasting. Okay. So there is a file called git fetch example. Just now we have created in the remote repository. I'm trying to fetch git fetch. Is there a git fetch now here? Because we have added git fetch example file in the remote repository, and if we fetched the content from the remote repository, is it the file is visible here? Git _fetch_example. No, right? So what happened in the background? Git fetch, in the sense, it is just fetching the your remote repository. It doesn't mean that it is going to merge with your local repository. So that is why Git merge comes into the picture. When you directly Git pull, what it will happen? It is going to fetch the content plus merging with the main branch. I mean the branch, local branch. It is when you try push operations in the background, it is fetching plus merging is happening in the background. That's why you don't feel that when you are pushing the content, pulling the content, it is straight away fetching and merging with your local branch. Here, that's why you are unable to see when you are fetching the content. It is not visible in the local repository because it is not merged with your local repository. But how to merge? Git merge origin main, the branch, whichever branch you are pointing to. If you issue this one, okay, you are getting one merge message. So see, your file is now merged with the main branch. If you just look at this myself, see, Git fetch example is available here. Wherever you have created earlier, right? Git fetch example. Now what we did, we fetched the using git fetch command. It was just fetched to the local repository from the remote repository, and it was not merged with your local repository. Now after issuing git merge origin main, so it is completely merged with your local repository. Now you see your file is visible in your local repository. Got it, right? Fetch fetching remote repo to local repo, but not yet merged with local repository. Git merge origin main. This is going to merged git fetch content to local repository. So that's what it happens, right? Got it, no? Any confusions so far?
No, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay. Prashant?
Mm.
Okay. So far what I'd explain you. So last class I had told you to create a remote branches only in the remote repository. I mean branches, creating the branches. But how to create from the local new repository and how to merge with the remote repository. Let's git create new branch from local repo. Repo in the sense repository. Okay, sometime I put as a repo like that, but repo in the sense repository. Check out -b. I'm just creating a branch called development. Git checkout -b development in the sense it is going to create and switch to the development branch. So once I enter, it is gonna create a development branch, then it is switching to development branch. So now you are into development branch, but it doesn't mean that it is reflected in the remote repository, right? Is there a development branch here? No, right? See, only feature and main we have. We don't have a development branch. But how? Git push -u per upstream. Git push -u origin development, whatever the new branch you have created. development. Okay. Now, see whatever the branch you have created from the local, it is pushed to your remote repository. So now see, if you click, click the drop down, you will get this repository here. Similarly, how to delete a remote repository from local and how to merge with the remote repository. Similarly, git push edit origin. So this is the command git push -f and delete origin development. It is going to remove your branch, local as well as from the remote also. Is there a development branch? No, right. Check out. It is pointing to mine. It is showing, but it is yet to sync. And let me explain a couple of questions. Exercises, so that we are going to complete the Git today itself. You will get a sometime what is the Git squash. Okay, let's copy paste this. Git squash. There is a concept called Git squash. What it is doing, I'm not demonstrating, but I'll just orally tell you. Git log -, one line. So there are so many commits are happening. I mean, commit messages it is giving, which is, tedious for some time. If you have, thousands together commits, how are you going to, it is tedious to go through each and every command, right? Commit ID and this one, right? So Git squash, what happens? It is going to squash, or it is combine the multiple commits, and you can merge the multiple commits, and you can just keep a one commit for the range, a couple of commits. So instead of keeping all the commits for these many ranges, I'll squash it and keep one commit, so that you are going to avoid so many commit messages. So that is the purpose the Git squash is using. I'm just put you the syntax and some brief introduction, so that you will get to know that. There is one more concept called Git merge and Git rebase. Lets you understand at least some important concepts. That's why I'm just highlighting this. Just know theoretically, okay? No need to, I mean, just for the entire point of view, the Git merge, applies all unique commits from the branch 1 to branch 2 in one commit. And Git merge doesn't rewrite the commit history, just it adds. In the sense, what happens, while you are merging from one branch to another branch, you are going to get a lot of commit messages, right? So there it is going to rewrite the commit history in the Git merge. What is a Git rebase? Git rebase, the purpose of Git rebase also similar to Git merge only. The only thing, all unique commits from the both branches, branch 1 and branch 1, applies them one by one, and Git rebase, it rewrites the commit history but doesn't create an extra commit message per merge. So what does this mean? When you are rebasing the branches, it won't again create a new commit to the your merged one. Merged in the sense, when you are trying to merge the content branches, it is going to create another commit, right? So while rebase, it won't create your another commit while rebasing the your both the branches. Okay, it's little confusing, but don't worry. Keep it aside. Prepare at the end, after you went through all these commands. At the end, you go through some examples on these two, so that you will get a clear idea. Or else you're gonna get a lot of confusions. Okay, and one more example I would like to tell you: Git reset. So what is this Git reset is doing? It is going to revert back to the respective Git commit. So when we say these many commits are there, when I issue Git reset to this one commit ID, it is gonna revert back to that up to this Where is FP? Active file one created. And whatever the things we performed, all this is going to be reverted back. So if I enter, see, it reset back to the commit ID here. Okay. If you issue git log -, one line, all these things gone. See, whatever the commit IDs are there before, all these commit IDs gone. So you are going to revert back the whichever changes you want, any commit messages. And one more example, as I said, no, git reverse head, how to roll back the last commit. So this is just roll back into your previous commit. Okay. Here you are going to roll back to the your whichever commit ID you want. So that is a difference here. So these are the comments you can use it. Any questions so far?
No, Gopi. If we practice now, we'll come to.
Yeah, definitely you have to practice. I'll give you one assignment question so that you will understand. The question is, let's say you have created or changed files, ABCD files in a local repository, and you did add also, git add also you did perform. Now okay, now this is not how. Now added five files ABCD 4, right? Okay. Now added 4 files are in the staging area, and again now I decided not to commit file D. I don't want to commit D. Okay. But all files ABCD are in the staging area. So how would I delete from staging area in the local repo? The file D, how would I delete? Okay, so that is the assignment. Just go through so that you will get an idea how in the previous examples what you performed, right? You are getting this question, right? You have 5 files, ABCD files. ABCD for 4 files. You added 4 files, ABCD, and you did git add also. So now you decided not to add D, file D. I mean, not to commit the file D. Okay, how to revert this back? Only file D. So this is just an assignment. Just try once. Okay. Any questions? If nothing, not an issue. Tomorrow we will start Ansible. Okay.
Okay.
Sure, Gopi.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.